Welcome back to race day preview. It's a very nice racing card. Post time is 12 noon. Let's begin the first race. It's a 5 furlong straight. It's a maiden condition race. We have a field of 9. I'm going to go with 3 horse, and that is 3 Sweet Burn, 8 Valley of Love, and 9 Noble Sovereign. 3 Sweet Burn. Last time out, this horse finished 5th by 21 length when beaten by Bobby Too Bad and Lord Espo. In that race, very interesting to note that Sweet Burn, approaching the 3 furlong marker, was making a sharp move when she was hindered by horse number 3. Skillfully, the jockey stayed on board. Sweet Burn didn't get the opportunity to show what she would have done in that race. Sweet Burn is very ordinary, but I'm willing to give Sweet Burn a shot. The fact that I saw her making that sharp move, approaching the 3 furlong marker. 8 Valley of Love. As I always said, this horse is a bridesmaid. Always find 1 or 2 to beat her, even when she looks like she's a winner. Going down the 5 straight now. Might enjoy this sort of trip. Give Valley of Love another shot. The horse I think they will all have to beat is horse number 9, Noble Sovereign. Last time out, this horse finished 2nd by a length and a quarter when beaten by Alke Bolan. Prior to that, 2nd by a length when beaten by Kensia. Robert Aladdin now replaces Richie Shakes, 57 kilo. Picked up some weight there. But I think Noble Sovereign is far better than these. And as such, I'm going to give Noble Sovereign, horse number 9, to get the better of horse number 3, Sweet Burn. Then for 3rd, Valley of Love. Rounding off, Superfectors, horse number 1, Girly the Butcher, who has been looking up at exercise. Moving on to race number 2, 8 furlong restricted stakes, a field of 6. I think I'm going to go with 3 of them. 3, Miss Grove. 4, Unruly Mo. 5, Bowmore. Miss Grove, very consistent horse. This horse continues to run well. Was beaten by Ride All Day on last. 2nd by 9 length. Richie Shakes now calls on. Takes the weight down, 51.5 kilo. Miss Grove will be running on in deep stretch and is good enough to beat these. 4, Unruly Mo. This is horse I think they will all have to beat. Last time out, 3rd by 7.5 length when beaten by Ride All Day and Bowmore. On the 5th of the 7th, 3 furlong in 36.1. And on the 12th of the 7th, 5.5 in 107 by 102. Unruly Mo has a lot of speed, have pace, should be on that lead. And this is the horse they will have to catch. Bowmore. This horse is very fit. Ran disappointed on last, 4th by 14 length when beat by Supernatural Power. I expect Bowmore to finish at least 2nd on that day. However, a fit looking linguist got the better and riches to rags. He's back now. Omar Walker takes up the ride. 56 kilo. Based on the race scenario, if Bowmore and Unruly Mo should burn themselves on the headline, I think it will set up nicely for horse number 3, Miss Groove, who comes in pretty light here. I think I'm going to take a shot at Miss Groove. Although Unruly Mo is the horse to beat, based on the race scenario, I'm going to take a shot at horse number 3, Miss Groove, to get the better of horse number 4, Unruly Mo. Then for 3rd, horse number 5, Bowmore. Moving on, race number 3. It's a maiden condition race. 1 mile trip. 5 declared. Very small field. I'm going to boil it down to 3 of them, and that's 2 Mineola, 4 Cutout, 5 Miss Brayton. Mineola, this horse has been knocking at the door, knocking at the door. I've tried different journey, stretches back out now to a mile. Last time out, this horse was seen running on second mile 3 length behind Bubbling Warrior. I think Mineola will enjoy this trip. Shaheem Gordon maintains the ride. Mineola is coming to run. 4 Cutout. Third by 2.5 length on last and beat my Roaring Kitty and Duchess. Much better company than these. I think Cutout has a lot of scope for improvement. Where's the Henry now calls on? Watch out for Cutout. 5 Miss Brayton. This horse ran some useful races. Stretches out now to a mile. Might enjoy the trip. Maybe this is what Miss Brayton needed. Radish Roman now calls on for the second consecutive occasion. Miss Brayton is a dangerous contender. I'm going to take a shot at horse number 2, Mineola, who I think is cherry ripe now. Will enjoy the trip. Horse number 2, Mineola, to get the better of horse number 4, Cutout, and for third, Miss Brayton. This race can go either way. Moving on to race number 4, 7 Furlong, field of 6. It's a claiming event, 350 down to 250. I think this race is made special for Tigre Express. This is a horse they will all have to beat. I'm not going to waste much time. The last time this horse ran, this horse won by 5 1/4 length, beating the likes of Wilson and Casual Peach. That was 500,000 claiming. This is the lowest I've ever seen Tigre Express race. They have called for apprentice Richard Bird, 55 kilos. Anything beat Tigre Express will certainly win. To fill the exacta spot is horse number 6, Anonymous. This horse is down the claiming ladder also. Race at the 700,000 claiming on last, 4th by 8 length when beat by Nakamura and Justin Biden. Nicholas Hibbert calls on, takes the weight down 51.5 kilo. This is a nice exacta. Horse number 5, Tigre Express, in the 4th race to get the better of horse number 6, Anonymous. If you're looking for your trifecta, the Soul Warrior. Moving on, race number 5, stick to the allowance. 4 is on up, numbers of 2, 9 declared, 7 Furlong. I think I'm going to boil this race down to 4 of them. It's a kind of tricky race, so I'm going to go with 4 of them. And that is 3 Buttercup, 4 Rapida, 5 Successful Man, 8 Never. Buttercup. On paper, this is the horse they will all have to beat. However, Buttercup doesn't seem to like win races. They have no call for Tanika Wolf. I think they're trying to give her her first winning ride. This horse has ability, but like I said, Buttercup always find 1 or 2 horse to beat her. And of such, I'm willing to give Buttercup a winning chance, but I'm going to take some more horses with Buttercup. 4 Rapida, very interesting horse. On 28th of June, this horse finished 5th by 4 length behind Solace and Successful Man, was he making late gain, and that was 6.5 furlong. On the 13th of July, going 4 furlong straight behind Siempre Valentino, this horse finished 6 by 2 lengths. Now stretches back out up to 7 furlong. I think Rapida will run a very good race. Visor now on. Look out for Rapida. 5 Successful Man. Slowing to stride behind Solace. Radish Roman was on board on that day, but Shane Ellis now calls on. Successful Man is getting fitter and fitter. This horse is improving. I expect Successful Man to run a brave race. 8, Never. This horse has been knocking at the door. Ran some very useful race. Continues to get fitter and fitter. Slowing to stride on last when beat my Cherry Blossom. Watch out for Never. Ladies and gentlemen, Buttercup is the horse to beat. Shane Ellis versus Tanisha Wolf. I'm going to take a shot at Successful Man to get the better of Buttercup. Never. If there should be an upset in this race, look out for Rapida. Moving on to race number 6. It's 3 years and up, optional claiming, 350 down to 250. 6 Furlong, 12 declared. I think I'm going to go with just 3 of them. And that is 1, Heroine, 6, Muscatoon, and on the outside, horse number 12, Great Trick. 1, Heroine. Last time out, fought by 4 lengths when beaten by Maya and Expeditious. That was 500,000 claiming. Heroine is now down to 350. Has a lot of speed, has a lot of pace. In this race, there's not much pace horse in this race. You have some horses with a little bit of speed, horses like JJ Warrior and the Gifted One. But those horses normally backed up when comes under pressure. So I expect Heroine to go to that lead and is good enough to hold off the challenges. Although coming down to 350 claiming, Heroine is good enough to win this race. 6, Muscatoon. Ran a very disappointing race on last. Shane Ellis rode Muscatoon on that day. Found Dodges Link in a mean mood. Fought by 6 1/4 length. However, they have now called for Jaheim Anderson. So Muscatoon is now 51.5 kilo. I think Muscatoon will run a much improved race. The horse I think they will all have to beat is horse number 12, Great Trick. The last time out, Great Trick started to stride, ended up third by 6 1/2 length when beaten by Let Him Fly and Wilson. That was 500,000 claiming. Prior to that, at the 700,000, 8 by 15 length. Before that, at the 700,000, third by 70 length when beaten by Storm. But if you look at the work on Saturday, 5th of the 7th, Great Trick gallop 6 Furlong in 1:19.4. This horse is very fit, very sound. I think Shane Ellis will have a good day in the saddle come Saturday. I'm willing to give Great Trick, horse number 12, a shot here of winning this race. I'm going to take Great Trick, horse number 12, to catch horse number 1, Heroine, for third, Muscatoon, and for fourth, 6 Avenue. You can also slide Last Dance for your superfecta I5 permutations. Moving on to race number 7. So restricted allowance 4 years and up, now is a 4. 6 declared, 1 mile trip. This race is very tricky. You have some horses that are very speedy. You have some horses who doesn't have any speed, but they'll be coming home in deep stretch. So I'm going to go with 4 of them. 1, Captain Sparrow. 2, Titan Tempo. 3, Mac and Room. 4, Brenda Boy. Captain Sparrow, third by 3 lengths and last when beaten by Midnight Galaxy and Brenda Boy. Shane Ellis rode Captain Sparrow on that day. Radish Roman now calls on. Captain Sparrow doesn't have much early speed, has a late turn of foot, likes the pace to come back, and if that happens in this race, look out for Captain Sparrow to be flying at them in deep stretch. Tight and tempo, very speedy. This horse is improving with each and every run. Last time out at the $1 million claiming company, going 7.5, this horse won, beating I Realize and She's My Edge Fund. Nothing much to write home, but like I said, type and tempo is improving, has a lot of speed, have a lot of pace, and this horse could go in front and cause some anxious moments. So I'm not going to leave tight and tempo. 3, Mac and Room. This is another horse with a lot of speed, has a lot of pace, kept better company than these, likes to run well when fresh, hasn't raced since the 23rd of March. They have no call for the apprentice Nicardo Carr. Dane Dawkins rode Macan Room on last with 56 kilo, now down to 51.5. Macan Room and Titan Temple, there's a possibility that these two horses could hook up on the lead and could pave way for Brenda Boy and Captain Sparrow if they burn themselves out. 4, Brenda Boy. This is another horse, doesn't have much speed, but has a late kick, will be coming home. The last time out, Stone to Stride, finished 3rd by 39 when beaten by Stable Companion Provident. I watched this horse when Aladdin turned for home, approaching the furlong pole. I saw when Aladdin eased up and Brenda Boy basically just cantered home in the last furlong. So you know that Provident was the horse that the stable was carrying on that day. Aladdin picked up the ride once again. Brenda Boy will be flying home. Now, based on the pace scenario, if Titan Tempo and Macan Room burn themselves out, like I said, look out for Captain Sparrow and Brenda Boy. There's a possibility that Macan Room may not turn up and Titan Tempo could slip them. I'm going to take a shot at horse number 3, Macan Room, to get the better of horse number 4, Brenda Boy, for 3rd, Captain Sparrow, for 4th, Titan Tempo. This race can go either way. Tread carefully in race number 7. Moving on to race number 8. It's 3 years and up, claiming 1.5 million down to 1.2. 5.5 furlong. A field of 6. I'm going to go with 3 of them. And that's 3, Press Conference, 4, Generational, 6, Jordan Rain. Press Conference. 5th by 5 lengths on last, we're making mild progress behind Money Market and Sensational Move. Although Press Conference prefers going over the straight, I think this 7-year-old girl will enjoy going around the bend also. He's very fit right now. Clive Lynch calls on, replaces T. Henderson. Press Conference is coming to run once again. 4, Generational. There's a lot of speed. There is no Emperor of the Cat here. There is no KP choice here. I think there's a possibility that Generational could go in front and could hold it all the way to the wire. Don't leave Generational out of your bet. 6, Jordan Rain. This is the horse they will all have to beat. Now, Jordan Rain. This horse is far, far superior than these. However, Jordan Rain definitely has some issues. Jordan Rain raced on July 13, 2024. Then we didn't see Jordan Rain again until the 14th of December 2024. Then we didn't see Jordan Rain again until the 15th of February 2025. Then we didn't see Jordan Rain again until the 8th of June 2025. Jordan Rain has some issues. However, if this horse reports even 75% sound, Jordan Rain will blow these away. But that is if. I am not sure. Not going badly. On the 6th of December, 3 furlong in 38.3. He's carried 57 kilos. He's placed among some very fit horses. Ladies and gentlemen, tread carefully with this Jordan Rain. Most persons are going to say that this is a banker. Not for me. I'm willing to take a shot at fit looking press conference with Clive Lynch to get the better of Jordan Rain generational. And like I said, there's a possibility that generational can go to the front and hold off all challenges. But I'm going to stick with press conference. Moving on to race number 8. Restricted allowance 2, 3,000 up. Field of 9. It's 1900 meters. On paper, Bob the Builder looks like 5-star banker. However, I'm going to go with 4 of them. 2, Bob the Builder. 5, 1,000 Treasures. 6, Princess Chris. And on the outside, horse number 9, Uncle Baba. Bob the Builder. Could say ran a pretty decent race in the St. Ledger. Was beaten by I Dream Again. Parchment Road, Bob the Builder on that day. They have no call for Shane Ellis. Like I said, Shane is on some live rides come Saturday. This is a much easier opportunity for Bob the Builder. But we all know that things doesn't work that way sometimes. A horse might look like a 5-star banker. Come race day, the horse just doesn't perform. So I am going to bring some other horses with Bob the Builder just to be on the safe side. But this is the horse they will all have to beat. 5, 1,000 Treasures. Ran a much improved race on last when finishing third by 4.5 lengths when beaten by Uncle Baba and Princess Chris. Paul Francis now replaces Emilio McLean. This horse is getting fitter and fitter, and please to note this horse is a US bred horse, has some amount of ability. If there should be an upset, I won't be surprised if 1,000 Treasures should capitalize on this opportunity. 6, Princess Chris is another US bred horse, also ran second by a length and a quarter behind Uncle Baba, and last is improving. The cheek piece now on. My only minus is Michael Semple. I don't know much about this rider, but the horse have ability, and this horse can also upset. 9, Uncle Baba. This horse is very fit. It's improving. One and last by a length and a quarter. Like I said, beat the likes of Princess Chris and 1,000 Treasures. And if Bob the Builder doesn't turn up in the beaten fashion, any one of these 3 horses can upset. However, I'm going to go with horse number 2, Bob the Builder, to get the better of horse number 5, 1,000 Treasures, for third, Princess Chris, and for fourth, Uncle Baba. Closing out your pick 6, overnight allowance, 3,000 up, 13 declared, 1 mile. I'm going to boil this race down to 3 horses. And that is 1, Ride All Day, 2, Gervano, 10, Main Mistress. Ride All Day. Very classy horse. This horse is going places. Won by 9 lengths on last, beating Miss Grove and Riches to Rags. On the 13th of the 7th, 5.5 in 107 by a minute. This horse is tuned. He and Dolly Baby Spence maintains the ride. 57 kilo on last, now down to 53.5. Ride All Day should go to that lead and is good enough to hold off all challenges. 2, Gervano. This is one of my favorite horses. This horse is a fighter. Has pace, and that's what makes the race. Pace. Working very decent. On the 12th of the 7th, 6 furlong in 1, 14-2, beating stablemate Fun Can Done. Robert Aladdin maintains the ride. Gervano is a dangerous horse. Main Mistress. This horse is improving. Won by 6 lengths on last. Didn't beat much. Beat the likes of Justin by Big Time and King's Crown. Continues to improve. 4 and 49 on the 6th of the 7th. And on the 13th of the 7th, 5.5 in 108 by 102. Ladies and gentlemen, if you should take out Ride All Day out of this race and Curvano, I think it will be an easy task for main mistress. The only danger I see would be Mamma Mia. However, looking at a race scenario, if Ride All Day gets an uncontested lead, I think Ride All Day will hold off these. However, if they turn for home and Curvano comes alongside Ride All Day, this will be a fight to the end, and I think Curvano is stronger and will get the better of Ride All Day. So I'm going to look at this scenario. They turn for home, Curvano close that gap and is right alongside Ride All Day. I think Curvano will end up as the winner. The other scenario, as I said, Ride All Day could slip this field. However, I'm going to stick with horse number 2. I'm going to give Curvano the edge to get the better of horse number 1, Ride All Day. Then for third, Main Mistress. For fourth, Mamma Mia. Rounding off, Superfecta, horse number 8, Geolithic. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. Continue to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Press the notification bell. Once content is dropped, you'll be the first to be notified. So you have to subscribe to my channel. Best of luck. See you at the races.